Well, of course, I was 10 years and 3 days old. And he's just had new chain and sprockets because I totally trashed the old sprockets. I'll go for a little ride around. It's going to be a rainy weekend, so just have a quick ride. Just to enjoy the bike's new sprockets. That chain. I was just saying to Pat, it's almost time for a major service again, which I will get done before I go on my next trip. Big trip for 2024 it'll be. I don't even know where I'm going, although I'm probably going to go south, probably going to stay on the Great Dividing Range and thereabouts. I have 2 big trips a year. One on the bike, one on the ute. And the ute is the trip with the wife. And this year just gone, we did a whole 3 weeks. And the same thing, headed south, up and down between the coast and the Great Dividing Range. Had an awesome time and took it as far as almost to the border with Victoria. Went to an absolutely beautiful place, used to be called Ben Boyd National Park, now called Biowa National Park. Oh, sensational, so many awesome places on the way there as well. So I do little videos of our ute trips, but they're essentially family and friends only. Nicole's not that fond of being on the internet and likes her privacy, so yeah. Yeah, I think I know where the teeth came off my sprocket. Basically the sprockets had got pretty bad and I hadn't noticed on the big trip, being nearly 4,500 kilometers. They were definitely good when I left, they were probably no good when I got back. Then I went on the trip up past Tenterfield with Bill and Sharon, and yeah, they would have been getting a bit shit then. And then I remember thinking I'd had a false neutral. And I think that was my teeth breaking off my sprocket. I was embarrassed about that. I usually do regular, reliable maintenance on the bike. I managed to drop the ball there with checking the sprockets because of the big trip. But the sudden big jump of 4,500 kilometers in one trip was enough to do it. So silly me, silly me. Anyway, I'll be good for another 30,000 kilometers again with this chain and sprockets. And you know, I've made this bike last the way it has because I've looked after it. That's the secret. It's worth spending the money looking after it because, you know, you just keep trashing bikes. It's going to cost you more in the long run. Plus it's an absolute waste of resources, which I cannot stand. 10 years ago when I bought this bike, it was like a miracle. Go back 10 years before that, I was a single parent, I had no job, and I was not in a good position at all financially. I would never have dreamed of buying myself something like a brand new motorbike. And of course I did go for the cheapest one I could find. That would be, in inverted commas, adventure bike. But wow, did I go well? How much would I have had to spend repairing one of those expensive adventure bikes, it seems. The old Honda just doesn't seem to need it. I could be heading into some rain here. I'll just go in here and do a little bit of slow riding practice. I love doing this. I love having all the feel of the control of the bike. The progressive braking, well, the idea with this is it's got ABS, which I could turn off. I don't really bother anymore. There was a great video by Fortnite where he described why progressive braking was potentially better than ABS. So along the premise that with ABS you just slam the brakes on and hope for the best. But, you know, that allows the bike to have tiny little skids. Progressive braking, you're in control. You're saying this much braking, just enough to not lose traction, and maximum braking happens. But what he did say at the end of that video is really good progressive braking and ABS. Well, that's where you're going to have the absolute best braking. Just learning not to grab the brakes and give it all of them, which I never really have. I think I learned the progressive braking idea early and it stuck with me. Anyway, that's probably enough of a little rant from me. That's all it is. Not really a cranky rant, just me ranting on like an idiot. So yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for following Falco for 10 years if you have, and me. I hope I'll catch you on the next video, which should be more exciting. I got a camping trip planned, which it's had a few delays. It would have been today at one point, and it's with Alan, another CB500X rider who I met at the national meetup. We want to go down Man River and do the Old Grafton Road. So yeah, hopefully that'll be a video coming your way soon. So take care, people, and above all, be safe and be happy. Cheers.